Hi, this is William Gonzalez. I'm with Viva Realty, and I'm here to give you 5 credit hacks for new home buyers to make sure you have the best score when you're purchasing a home. First thing you might need to do is pull your credit report, and you can get that from annualcreditreport.com and get a free one once a year. But I would suggest you monitor it continually by having a monitoring service where any updates on your credit, any credit checks or anything like that, you'll get an instant notification and know what is going on with your score, and you can get a new report every single month. And that way you can see if there's any errors on your credit, if there's things that need to be updated, if there's a late payment that you can probably call them and get that removed. You need to be on top of it so that your credit score is at its peak, and that is key to buying a home and getting better insurance rates as well. So monitor your credit, do a monthly service on that, and you can get a free one at annualcreditreport.com. Here's credit hack number 2. This is my number 1 suggestion to people when we want to improve their credit score, is become an authorized user on someone else's credit. Meaning you can be on their credit card, they can call up the credit card and add you on their credit as an authorized user. You won't get the credit card, right? But all of their good credit will transfer over to you, giving you an instant boost. It could be 20 points, it could be 30, 40 points. It just really depends on the length of the credit that they have, the limit on the credit, and if they're using the credit card. Now, there's a caveat to that. If they have bad credit, that will also transfer over to you. So whoever you're getting that's going to give you their authorized access to that, you need to make sure that they have perfect credit history on that trade line. Doesn't necessarily mean on every single trade line they have, but the one that they're putting you on, you want to make sure that that has a perfect credit history, and you're going to get an instant boost with that. I have used this many times, and it has saved many a deals simply by adding as an authorized user. So spouses, you can add each other to your credit cards, and you can boost each other's score up. Family members, you can do the same thing. There's even services that offer, it's a little bit pricey, but there's even services that offer to be on a credit report as an authorized user. Now it brings us to credit hack number 3. It is very important that when you pay your bills, your credit card bills, right? The stuff that shows up on your credit report that you're always paying them on your due date. But there's a trick to this. If you pay your credit card balance before the billing cycle date, not the due date, but the billing cycle date. Normally it'll say from the 14th through the 13th. That's your billing cycle. That's the beginning of that month to the end of that month, and then they print the bill. If you pay it before the last day of that cycle, the lower balance, because you made the payment, that lower balance is what's going to get reported to the credit bureau. So there is going to get you an instant credit boost because it's going to show up the lower balance. So you want to pay your credit cards and get used to paying your credit cards before the billing cycle date. Take a pen and paper and go ahead and write every credit card you have and look at your bill and find out what is the end cycle date. And you get used to paying that every month on that same day. It's as if you paid it on the due date. So you pay it on the cycle date. And of course, the balance is going to come in. Then you can make that minimum payment of that $20 or that $15 on the due date, because you still got to pay it on the due date if there's a balance. Don't forget that. But always pay it before the billing cycle date ends, and try to keep it below 30%. I know they say around 30, but I always suggest in the 20s, 15% if you can, and that's going to give you a boost on your credit immediately. Now we're up to credit hack number 4, and the easiest thing to do is to call up your credit cards and ask them for a credit line increase. You already have the credit card with them, right? You're already paying them on time, so you can call up and ask them, hey, listen, can you increase my credit line, because I really want to increase my credit score and I really want to improve that. So you can call them up and they'll check and see if they do a soft pull. You want to make sure they do a soft pull, not a hard pull. So you got to ask them, are you going to pull my credit, or are you just going to do a soft pull? If they say that, okay, that's fine. And then you see what increase they give you, which is going to lower your utilization rate on what you owe. So if you have $1,000 credit card and you're using $500 of it, that's 50%. You know, that's above what you should normally use it at, right? The balance you should carry, you should bring that down to 30%. So if they go and give you a $2,000 limit, they just doubled your limit. And now you're only using about 30% of that balance. So you want to call them up and ask them for a credit line increase, and then you're going to get instant points with that as well. And this brings us to our last tip of the day, and that's to use Experian Boost. This is a service that's offered by Experian where you can add different bills that don't appear on your credit, such as your utility bills, your cell phone bill. You can call them up, they fill out a form, you go online, and then you can have those bills added to your credit because you're paying those on time anyway, so you might as well be able to use those items and boost your credit even more. So these are the hacks I have for you today. I hope this has been a great service for you, and you're going to help get your credit score up within 30 to 45 days to put you in a better position to get you the best interest rate possible to get you into that new house. Have a blessed day.